Good morning, students. Aim of the experiment is to study the frequency response of LCR circuit in series as well as parallel, and to find resonant frequency, bandwidth, and quality factor of the circuit. And as you know, the apparatus required are inductor. So here is the inductor, then capacitor. So this is the capacitor, and it is the resistor. AC voltmeter is kept here. It is the digital multimeter which has to be kept in AC volt range. So sine wave indicates AC, and this is the function generator. So the function generator has to be used in such a mode. First of all, you know the switches. It is on off switch, and keep the range 2k hertz. So it means that you in this experiment you are going to take the readings right from 50 hertz to 1000 hertz, so that in 2k range you can take all the readings, and therefore you keep it in 2k range. And sine wave, there are three types of wave nature. Sine wave is preferable in this experiment, and this knob is for variation of the frequency. So you can see here the noted one is 0.044 kilohertz. So whatever the digit is displayed here, that is to be multiplied with k, that is 10 raised to 3. So it gives 44 hertz or 45 hertz. So it's varying because of the input variation. Okay, so then first of all you have to set the output voltage of this signal generator. So since it is a AC source, it doesn't have polarity. You connect it directly to the voltmeter. There is no polarity at all. So you connect like this and measure the voltage. So if the voltage is about 5 volt, it is fine. Otherwise, vary this amplitude knob of the signal generator so that it is set to 5 volt. So now it is 5.02 or 04 volt. It's okay for your experiment. Okay, now you switch off the mains and go for the series connection. So the series connection has to be done in this manner. That is one terminal of the signal generator to be connected to the L, and another wire, this has to be connected to the resistor. Okay, so now you will see that once again you can check it. From signal generator, one wire is going to the inductor, then inductor to capacitor, capacitor terminal to resistance, capacitor terminal to resistance. Here it is connected. Similarly, similarly other terminal of the signal generator, that is connected to resistance other terminal. Okay, so across the resistance you are connecting the voltmeter. Okay, so this is voltmeter for your experiment. Okay, so now you see that it is reading 0 volt. So you can see, okay, so it is reading 0 volt. Okay, so now switch it on and set the frequency to 50 hertz. So it means now it is 44. You go on varying so that the frequency is 50 hertz. Okay, when it is 50 hertz, you will see the voltage, that is earlier it was 0, now 0.66 is displayed. Okay, so 0.66 is displayed. So that reading you have to enter into the tabular column. Okay, here in the LCR series circuit, frequency 50 hertz and the voltage is 0.66 as you noted. So similarly for the second reading, increase the frequency to 100 hertz. Okay, so again you have to vary the frequency to 100 hertz. So if you increase the frequency to 100 hertz, then there will be variation in the voltage also. You will see that voltage is 1.42 volt. Okay, so it is 1.42 volt. So this 1.42 you have to write in the tabular column against the second reading, that is for 100 hertz. So in this way you go on increasing the frequency right from 50 hertz to 1000 hertz, and the corresponding voltage has to be noted. So the readings are the recorded readings are seen to be like this. That is for 50 hertz, one student has done for 50 hertz 0.53 volt, then for 100 hertz 1.18. In this way the voltage goes on increasing. It reaches a maximum value at a particular frequency. Okay, so it is a 2.58. So further decrease is occurring. So in this way at a particular frequency only maximum voltage is observed, and that is at resonance. So the corresponding frequency itself is the resonant frequency. Okay, so once you note down all these readings, then again switch off the mains, then go for the parallel connections. So for parallel connections, what you have to do is just connect the circuit in this manner. That is L and C. Just see here, it is the capacitor. Across the capacitor inductor is connected. So just observe the circuit. From the signal generator, one wire goes to capacitor, other wire of the capacitor goes to resistor back to signal generator. So complete one loop first. Then across the capacitor connect inductor, across resistor voltmeter. So if you connect, the circuit is like this. That is voltmeter is connected across resistance, and L is connected across C. Okay, so again experimental procedure is same. Once again go on increasing the frequency right from 50 hertz. Okay, by using this adjust the frequency. It should be 50 in the beginning, 50 hertz in the beginning. Okay, adjust it. You will come to know that the voltage in the present case is maximum. So you will see the display. It is 3.01 volt. So it is 3.01 volt or 3 volt. Okay, so it is the maximum voltage. So in the present case what happens is, as the nature of graph indicates, here voltage is maximum in the beginning, it goes on decreasing, reaches a minimum value, further increase occurs. So that way you go on increasing the frequency from 50 hertz to 1000 hertz. You will come to know that variation of the voltage will be like this. That is these are the readings for parallel circuit. For 50 hertz 2.99, in the sense 3 volt nearly. Further for 100 hertz you can check it, it goes on decreasing. It decreases further for 100 hertz. Okay, if you set it exactly 100, you will come to know that it is 2.7 something is displayed. So here one student has done the experiment. He has got for 100 hertz 2.59 volt. So for 150 hertz 1.9 volt. So in this way, as you go on increasing the frequency, the voltage goes on decreasing, reaches a minimum value, and further increase occurs. Here also it is observed that minimum value of the voltage is obtained at 250 hertz. So from parallel circuit also it is noted that resonant frequency is 250 hertz itself. Okay, so in this way again it goes on increasing. Okay, once you note down all the readings for series and parallel, you write the output voltage etc. as you have done in the beginning itself. Output voltage that is output voltage set, you have kept it 5 volt, write it 5 volt. Then resistance of the resistor, that is resistance value is already written here, or with color code you can determine. It comes out to be 220 ohm. And similarly capacitor value, that whatever capacitor value is there, it is 2.2 microfarad. So that capacitor value we have to note down, and the inductor value 200 millihenry. So once you note down all these readings, then go for the graph plotting as per the nature of graph. So if you plot the graph for series circuit, it resumes the shape like this. That is, as frequency goes on increasing, while plotting the graph also, just preferable scale is like this. Along x-axis, for 1 centimeter you can take 100 hertz, so that within 10 centimeters up to 1000 hertz you can take. And as you will get the output voltage, accordingly you can take the height along y-axis. Okay, voltage along y-axis may be taken. So if you go on increasing the voltage, you will get the points, that is the points will be noted like this. And at 250 hertz maximum frequency, maximum voltage is obtained. Further also the drop will be obtained. So these will be the points. Once you get all these points, with free hand you join them, you will get such a curve. So once you get such a curve, then get the maximum value. So here in this experiment, 2.8 is the V maximum voltage. So reduce it to RMS value, that is divide V maximum by root 2. So 1 upon root 2 value is 0.707. Therefore here in this experiment it is done 0.707 into V max. Okay, so the value comes out to be about 1.95. So 1.98 volt. Okay, so at 1.98 volt, draw the line here parallel to x-axis. Okay, then from here intersection points, you just drop the perpendiculars on x-axis. So you will get the central one, that is FR, resonant frequency corresponding to the peak. And here lower cutoff frequency F1, upper cutoff frequency F2. So once you get these frequencies, then further scale has to be written accordingly while plotting the graph, you know. Okay, once you note down F1, F2 and FR, then further calculation you can do it. That is okay. So here parameter determined in this experiment are shown here. That is resonant frequency 250 hertz, okay, in series as well as parallel. However, frequency bandwidth, so as he has calculated F2 and F1. So in his experiment, F2 is 390 hertz and F1 is 150 hertz. So and FR is 250 hertz. Okay, so that those things have been written here. F2 minus F1 becomes the difference becomes 240 hertz in case of series. And similarly quality factor has been calculated. So Q equal to FR divided by bandwidth. So here this is FR, it is bandwidth, so that the ratio gives you 1.02042, that is the quality factor. Similarly for parallel circuit also you can plot the graph. The graph nature is like this. Then in the same manner you will get V minimum in the present case, and V minimum has to be raised to V minimum divided by 0.707. It means root to V minimum. Okay, so by making root to V minimum, you will get the value here. So draw the parallel to x-axis, then drop perpendiculars on x-axis. So you will get F1, F2 and FR at the center. So the values are like this. That is F1 in the present case is 230 hertz, F2 is 270 hertz. The difference is very less. then FR is 250 hertz as usual. Okay, once you do it, so then substitute again. Okay, so for parallel circuit, here 250 hertz, 40 hertz, and the ratio comes out to be 6.25. Ratio of resonant frequency to bandwidth comes out to be 6.25. So here once you get the resonant frequency, bandwidth and quality factor, then compute what is the error. So error analysis can be done by knowing the calculated value of resonant frequency. So you know that for LCR circuits, the resonant frequency is given by this value 1 upon 2 pi root LC. So if you substitute the given values of L and C, the frequency comes out to be 240.05 hertz. Okay, so, so therefore error analysis can be calculated value of resonant frequency and experimental value of resonant frequency. So you have to, it may be plus or minus, just difference you calculate. By using this formula you will calculate. So percentage error and error in the resonant frequency comes out to be 4.145 in this case. Okay, so like this, once you determine the bandwidth, resonant frequency, bandwidth and quality factor, then you can analyze the application of this LCR circuit for any improved engineering applications. It means for a particular applications the resonant frequency is required, and bandwidth in the sense it is the width of the frequency band within which your circuit works efficiently, and quality factor decides the quality of the circuit within that frequency range. Thank you.